Hey everyone, it's Jason, and welcome to another LEGO Super Mario set. This is for Series 7, one of the Donkey Kong expansion sets. This is the big box of one of the big boxes of the series. This is the biggest Donkey Kong set. There's also Bowser's Castle, which is a bigger one. But we have Diddy Kong's Mine Cart Race. This is fun because it's going to get us two new Kongs. We're going to get both. Let's get to the top here. We're going to get Funky Kong and Diddy Kong, but we're also going to get Snaggles the Shark and the Mole Miner. So we're going to get a full play set here, as well as some extra Kongs. Where Donkey Kong's house was just kind of like Donkey Kong's house. You had a little place to interact with. Dixie Kong had a little musical stage, which kind of adds more to that like side game. This actually adds more, I think, like gameplay element. So if you're trying to do more of like the courses, this definitely fits in there. Plus it fits in with the Donkey Kong country theme. Pretty big set, so we're going to go ahead and hop in and look at it. So I'm going to stick Funky Kong out of the way for a moment. We got a lot to go through on this. So here's the full track. So and it kind of like, it does bend a little bit. It has one corner that bends. Whoops. My mole just lost his entire arm. But yeah, you can, like any other Lego set, of course, with these, you can readjust stuff and put stuff in different directions, and you can kind of change some of them here and there, but there are some parts that kind of have to stay together, or they don't work. But what I kind of want to do is I'm going to see if I can run this through. I'm going to move to the other side here of my camera, and I'm just going to do the mine carts. We're going to grab a Mario here quick. What we have is we have this big mine cart, which you can definitely set a couple of different people in. One of them could be Diddy Kong. We do have a little spot in the back, like, you know, hang like an axe or whatever on. And we get like this Donkey Kong music we've been getting lots of the other sets, but we also get like little railroad tracks noises. I'm going to put him in the front spot, just so we don't have to listen to the music the entire time. But I'm going to kind of run him through the course, which is kind of ideally how you're supposed to do this. Well, okay, we'll have to kind of keep that like that. I keep knocking everything off. So it has these little tracks on here, which is kind of cool. So this will kind of stay in its zone, and then Mario can go through, and then he's just you gotta kind of like play some of this to like, you have to move stuff around, but then you can ramp up here. The idea is that he's supposed to go on this part here, and then he has to jump the shark. Now, what you're supposed to do is actually have this kind of turned a little bit more flat, and then he's supposed to like ramp over the shark, but he has to get around the shark first. This piece here pops up and down, and then it gets the shark out of the way. Then you can ramp over to this piece, and then this, if you push down on it, will flip the bridge over, and then you can ride the ramp down the rest of the way to the end. Fairly simple, right? It's definitely kind of neat. So you could potentially take this section here. This is connected directly to this piece here. This bridge is connected to this push mechanic on this. So there's not a whole lot you can do about separating those without wrecking the mechanic. You could separate this shark area from the rest of it, and you could just have this track. Let me move everything. You could just have this part of the track, or parts of it, running, because it separates right there. So you could have just this by itself. I'm going to separate the shark part as well. And you could have that. So you could potentially, even this little ramp here separates out as well. So you could have that, you know, just on the front of this part. If you wanted like a ramp up there. So there's a couple of different options of different stuff you could kind of do. Take the shark out completely if you don't want to play it that, do this. So some definitely ways to swap things around. So we're going to look at some of the little sets each individual. I'm going to scoot my camera back down here a bit. So here's our shark. This is actually, yeah, it's really kind of neat. So a little pressure thing, it triggers in there. And that flips him up. And then Mario, Ken. That's kind of cool. And the shark itself is kind of neat. It's got a little jaw and everything. His head kind of pops up too when you're bouncing on there. So if you don't bounce hard enough, it's always the thing is my brain keeps forgetting these are Legos. You tend to be a little bit rough with them, so it's always a little like, oh, okay. But yeah, so that's that little mechanic there. We're going to kind of set him off to the side here for a moment. We do have this ramp. They do show parts for this piece here and this other end piece here are swapped around. You can pop off these pieces and swap them around with different parts. Or you could have this ramp leading to this right here. So I can always pop this off and run it straight into this long stretch. You can do some definite different things, and it could come down crashing at the end. And the idea is supposed to have like tracks here where then he can like turn off onto that way, go on to the next track, and kind of like follow the little rails. Again, it doesn't do it perfectly, but it does it fairly well for like, I would say, a non-automated Lego type set. We got some other neat components in here. We have some little crystals, which are always fun. Of course, there's a banana and a shovel in there. This has a flipping up mechanic. Not really sure if it does anything, and it was just a way to attach them together. We have a little waterfall in the back, and then this has its push mechanic, which pushes that bridge forward. The only thing that's kind of weird, though, is because then that's way up top like this, and it's sort of like you're supposed to be like driving on this, and you're supposed to like ramp, land on this, and I think the idea is that it's just to bounce you up and you drive down. I think that's supposed to be the mechanic. Is right, like I came off of another ramp, boing, and then you can land on this and ride the rail down, is the idea. But yeah, it's still neat. And I have a little, like, angle mechanic there. Alright, then we still have some Donkey Kongs to talk to. Not Donkey Kong, but some other Kongs to talk to. We also have this little dynamite area. So you have some more crystals. You have some dynamites on this rock. Mario can run over, blow open the rock fixture, and then you can collect some bananas. Which, if he has, he can a little bunch of bananas here, which are really fun. You can eat the bananas. So that's kind of a fun thing. And like lots of these are really cool as you could hide other things in here. You could put a key or a treasure box or a POW box or different things in there. I always like that you could hide stuff in there. You could probably even hide like a Goomba or another square little tiny enemy in there, which would be kind of fun. We have this little mole guy. I already forgot his name. No, just the mole miner. Nothing extra special there. But we can defeat him. This is interesting. So, like, all these Donkey Kong sets and Series 7 in general, other than the Bowser's Castle set, and the other like regular Mario sets, so all the Donkey Kong sets, we had really no villains to defeat. We can defeat the shark though, and we can defeat the mole. But he's the first one we have a stomping action for. The shark, as you move him, you hit him once. He takes 3 hits. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. He's like the first villain we can fight. I personally just had him kind of hanging out in the cart here. He's driving my cart around. But then the problem is his arms keep falling off because he's not quite tall enough to be in there. You just have to probably like put his arms up high. Alright, so then we're going to look at our Kongs. So we have, I'm going to scooch all of that way back. We have Diddy Kong here. He's a little jungle scene. Of course, he's got his iconic tail, his hat, his double star shirt. Not playable. Would have been fun. Definitely would have been cool. Like, at least, at bare minimum, like, him and Donkey having, like, the ability to interact with everybody else would have been cool. The only other thing I know, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be a little bit disappointed. It's going to be the same as the other Kongs. You talk to him, he just says hi, or how you doing? I don't know why a present box showed up there. Oh, he's trying to give me a present. You get a weird little noise. But like, I would have liked it better if like Donkey would have popped, Diddy or whoever would have popped up on his shirt on the screen, kind of like the Yoshis do. Would have been kind of neat. I'm gonna grab that banana though, because what you can also do though, give Mario a banana, and you can give it to the Diddy Kong. So that's kind of a fun little thing too. Again, Diddy can ride in me if we move his arms up. He can ride in the minecart as well. So definitely fun there. I will do an extra little video showing off all the Kongs together. So if you want to see how they all look together, you can look for that video. Then the last thing we have is an extra little, almost separate placement. Now this probably could have been by itself as like a little $10 set. But I don't know if anyone, it would have been maybe a little bit harder to sell because you really have to be a big Donkey Kong Country fan to go. But we have Funky Kong, who's the cousin Kong, who has the awesome shades, the bandana. He has these little click-clacky feet, so you can kind of angle them different directions. Arms do move. He does have the ability to hold things. They're just kind of hard to do with the way the hands are built. Get a little talking from him, kind of like the TTT with Diddy Kong. You just get a little noise. It would have been better if he had more, or Mario didn't say something. That's alright. But what we have is we have Funky Kong's airplane. So if you're familiar with the game, it's one way you can travel around the map. That's basically what he did. But we do have this little barrel here we can interact with. Gives us a different balloon, which gave us, oh, this one's going to give us a 1-up mushroom. I don't think I can do anything special with it. So we get a different color. The red one gives us a red mushroom. I'm going to get the blue one. Oh, I was saying maybe I can interact. I would assume there's a blue one, we can get a blue bloom, but who knows if we can or not. Maybe it's that random. I'll try a few more times here. Nope. There we go. Oh, it's a power block. It's just a bunch of coins. Like we're jumping through like all the coins. So that's kind of cool there. His ship is kind of neat. We have the 3 different balloons. A little like tip or a little candy jar machine. Kind of cool. The other thing we can do with it is we can, so it's actually on, just kind of sitting on this little thing here. It has a little spot there so you can kind of hang out there. But what we can do is we can pull off the top, make sure Mario's arms are up, and we can fly the jet around. That's definitely cool. Tail piece goes up and down. And that's about all there. Let me see if I can. I just want to reset Mario's chest. He had the thing on this. I want to see what the symbol looks like down there. So he just got the exclamation point like he's riding a... That's kind of cool. Little symbols on the dashboard and stuff. Well, that's definitely cool. And I like the fact that it can roll. That's really neat. It does have this rolling mechanic. But that you can set it back on there to kind of hold it in place. We can put the cover back on. So it can still just be a shop. Yeah, such a fun little play set. Gave him a coin there. Alright, I'm going to grab the box. We're going to look at the back. I always like looking at the back. Just so even on the cover here, they set stuff up a little bit differently. They have the Mind Blast attached to that. But you see the bridge, they have the different piece over there. They set Diddy and Funky down here at the bottom. Starts off, then they move the railroad track. You split one right in the middle. So they move some stuff around on that side. And there we have Mario and Diddy in the front there. Then if we flip it to the other side, they even have it probably set up a little bit differently. Yeah, so here they have it almost the other way. You ramp up over the shark, and then you can defeat him there, bounce to that side. So I have a couple little different things there. Mario's flying in the jet. Definitely showing off some different stuff. It's always fun. There's hiding the bananas in there. Yeah, a couple other different interactions. You know, teaming up with Diddy, doing different stuff. So that's pretty cool. Alright, that is what we have for this set. Diddy Kong's Kart Race. So yeah, a lot of interesting new track stuff, cool different things. I almost hope like with something like this that they make like at least one other like race car minecart track set sometime in the future. It'd be kind of cool, just to give you more options to mix and match with. Even if it's like this is all ramps, even if they had some more ones that were just like they're like the adventure kits. Like, they started with, like, a bunch of random extra pieces for scenery. They added a couple that would be kind of cool to be like, hey, here's some, like, extra tracks you can lay down to make just, like, a bigger track type thing. That'd be pretty fun. But that's what we have for this. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys later. Bye.